A New York Times investigation finding widespread use of performance-enhancing drugs among SEAL trainees determined to make the cut to become one of the few to make it through the SEAL selection. According to the Times, a Navy investigation into the death of a SEAL recruit in February concluded about 40 candidates had either tested positive or had admitted using steroids or other drugs in violation of Navy regulations. The findings coming to light after Kyle Mullen, a 24-year-old SEAL candidate, died hours after completing the SEAL's infamous Hell Week in February.
Welcome to another Fall of the Empire. Here we have the weakening of the American male, the weakening of our institutions, the weakening of the things that keep us safe. Now is the Navy SEALs' turn, believe it or not. I mean, this is coming. The country itself is getting reinvented, if you want to put it that way. It was just a matter of time. Now, because of drug allegations, they want to scratch the Navy SEAL program and make it more passable, I guess, because the number of people passing the number of men really passing the Navy SEAL exam is down by a lot. So they figured the problem is in the test and not in the people. It's the whole affirmative action mentality all over again. But this time in the government, that thing it's like a cancer. Human failure is there to test us, to let us know where we're at. But we've decided to ignore that bar and lower it so that we lie to ourselves. And I'm afraid when we wake up from that lie, it's going to be late. This is, in my opinion, the next clip I'm going to show you is, in my opinion, the very basis of the detriment. The mom. Moms need to know when to shut the fuck up and get back to the kitchen, seriously. Listen to this fool. This is pure estrogen talking. This is why this woman don't belong in the goddamn Navy SEALs. You know? I don't understand if man can't speak on abortion, why a woman can speak on Navy SEALs. I really don't believe that logic. But if we're going by that logic, why are you speaking on the Navy SEAL? Because your kid died in the Navy SEAL? Okay. Well, my kid died when a girl decides to abort it. I still have no opinion on it, right? Because I'm not a woman, supposedly, right? So women cannot cut the Navy SEAL. It will be impossible for women to pass that test, or almost impossible. So why are you commenting on it? It's not your role. It's not what you guys do. Let's continue.
Said that the Navy was going to kill him, and it's unfortunate. I really did say that, and that's what happened.
According to the Times, the Navy reportedly found evidence that Mullen was possibly using drugs, saying they discovered syringes and performance-enhancing drugs in his car. His mother, Regina, says Kyle considered taking steroids, but is adamant that he never did, saying she believes they belonged to others with whom he was hanging out.
We found out about the men doing steroids and...
Yeah. Again, very easy to lie to your mom. They'll believe anything you fucking tell them. That motherfucker was on steroids, and he probably died because he was on steroids. You know, when you're taking steroids, you have to know what you're doing. A lot of people take the wrong steroids and die because of it. A steroid that's supposed to make you perform better can't kill you. Let's say this guy was taking something that made his that made his heart go fast, and they're not going to give you a break in the Navy SEAL. This isn't an athletic endeavor. This is a mental endeavor. Your body's supposed to quit. Your body is supposed to quit, and your mind's supposed to keep going. And a lot of us don't have that in us. And the Navy SEALs seek to bring that out. But if you dope yourself off with drugs, your body's not going to quit like it's supposed to, and then you're going to die. And then you're going to die. Which is why boxers and MMA fighters aren't allowed to take stimulants like coffee before fights, because your body is supposed to be tired, because your heart can be overworked. So that boy was probably doing steroids and died because of it. And now this loudmouth idiot wants to come out and speak against the Navy SEAL, one of the institutions that keep us the safest. Gotten rid of a lot of our enemies because of their training. There's a reason why they do things other people can't. But of course, that's common sense logic. And this woman just lost her son, so there's going to be none of that.
HGH. And I was not happy about that, of course. And he said that he felt that he may have to do it to get through Hell Week. And apparently he talked to his brother, and his brother told him that he never had to do that before in his life. Why start now? And if others could get through it without it, he should be able to too. He was a natural athlete.
Mullins'
this woman has it wrong, completely wrong. She doesn't understand what's going on, obviously. I've been an athlete my whole life. Being an athlete and being a Navy SEAL don't have anything to do with it. It has one thing, it's apples and oranges. You're not there to do an athletic endeavor. You're there to do a mission, a mental mission. Sometimes a Navy SEAL has to just sit there for days without eating and shit, ants biting them, you know, from the stories I've heard. I have a lot of military friends. You can't compare an athlete to a Navy SEAL, and if you're going in there with that mentality, you're not gonna make it. I mean, it helps to be athletic, right? But I don't care how athletic you are. If you don't have any mental grit, you're not gonna make it in the Navy SEAL. It's all about the mental grit.
Autopsy performed by a U.S. military medical examiner showed no signs of drugs in his system at the time of his death, citing the cause of death as bacterial pneumonia. Mullen was seen coughing up blood and repeatedly receiving oxygen throughout the week after grueling training meant to push candidates.
Only because they don't find steroids in your system at the time of death does not mean you were not on steroids. Sorry. That's why people get away with using steroids, because they know how to clean their system. Fucking guys, bro. This guy was, if you got caught with steroids, man, you were roiding, brother. You know, this guy got caught with syringes, used syringes. Why would you have used syringes in your car? Like I said, only your mom will believe that fucking story. I'm not going to believe it. The cops are not going to believe it. Your boys are not going to believe it. Your brother's not going to believe it. Your father's not going to believe it. Your grandfather's not going to believe it. Your uncle's not going to believe it. Your mom's going to believe it.
To their mental and physical limits. His mother says he was abandoned at his weakest moment right after Hell Week was complete.
No, he tried for the Navy SEALs and he died. I mean, that's what makes the Navy SEALs badass. And your son's a hero. And you're shitting on what he did. If your son could be alive, he'd tell you to shut the fuck up. I could almost bet anything you want. That man is spinning in his grave like, Mom, shut up, Mom.
If he would have been sent to the ER or hospital right when he secured Hell Week Friday morning, he'd be alive today.
And you can have every conversation in the world and debate about the training and what people are.
This guy's softer than baby cheeks. Look at this fucking guy. This is their attorney trying to I think sue the Navy SEALs for I don't know for what. So that they can make the SEAL man more pussified like him, I guess. I think this guy's fighting for the Navy SEAL to change the training and make it into his gym class. This fucking guy's pathetic. And obviously after money. Shameless motherfucker.
Calling torture and everything else. But at the end of the day, they didn't give Kyle the basic medical care. And that's what this is all about. And that needs to change now.
As the Navy carries out its...
No, it doesn't. Doesn't need to change now. You don't want to face that? Don't try to join the Navy SEAL. They abandon you on purpose, man. They put you in fucking... they put you in conditions where you're supposed to die sometimes. Okay? Okay? You wouldn't know anything about that, judging by the fucking jacket you're wearing. You fucking pussy. Unbelievable. 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 That's why I'm glad I'm not that educated. I really, really am glad I'm not that educated, because these people lose sight of things. This guy's wearing this fucking confetti fucking jacket, telling the Navy SEALs to switch their training because he wants a couple of fucking bucks. In a Disney-run country, this guy couldn't walk into a fucking bar. Seriously.
All about, and that needs to change now.
As the Navy
Now.
carries
Oh
out
my
its
God.
investigation,
So punchable.
demand for answers growing over whether SEAL training goes too far and whether some of those who strive to join that elite unit will do anything to survive the test.
The moral, the character.
Yes, they will do anything to survive the test. That's the whole point. That is the whole point. These guys are driving a dagger into the testicles of America. These motherfuckers are neutering us. And look at how they look. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy. This guy looks like a cockhold. This guy looks like he likes watching a big old strong black guy fuck his wife just so he can get started. That's what this guy looks like to me.
And the leadership traits. As important as having a super athlete, it's as important to have a sounded moral person on the battlefield.
The Navy issued a statement about the death of Kyle Mullins, saying they continued to examine events leading up to his death, including medical practices, prohibited performance-enhancing drug testing, and safety protocols. Michael?
It's tragic, Martha.
This
Thank you.
lady looks like a fucking possum. Well, that's it. Fall of the Empire. They're coming for the SEALs.